Community development to me is straightforward. It means that you've got a community. It's like developing anything. You have an absolute input to how you develop and shape that community that you're in, so as it suits your demands and needs for what's around the community, and that the young people of the community can then build on that foundation so that they can shape it for their children. So it's a continual job.
For me, community development's about the people. I think you can come in and you can regenerate an area, you can put in houses, new roads, lights, but if you don't involve people in that process, then it's never going to work.
I believe community development is about organisations and local people working together to make the community the best it can possibly be.
It's about working with people, it's about relationships, it's about networks. Oh, it's quite a tough question.
A strong community is one who has the opportunity to make decisions in their community so that they can have a situation where they have a feel of goodness about being in that community and making an absolute difference to what it's like.
It's a place where there are strong relationships, strong networks, where people can rely on each other, where they can share skills and information, where they are not frightened to ask questions and can challenge in the right ways. It's where children are helped to have real aspirations. It's a place where people are involved and engaged and have the opportunity to make decisions for themselves.
I'd been made homeless after coming back from living in Spain. Knocked my confidence a lot, and I had support from organisations. Other staff members as well got me involved with other activities, got me more active in the community, which totally changed my outlook. I became more confident in myself and got my own tenancy, which was great.
Community Links is a community engagement company who service the community with engagement events where we get the opportunity to take their ideas and their suggestions in the community and report back to the people who are in authorities that make the decisions. The reason why I got involved with Community Links was when I moved to Blantyre, it was obvious that there was a social exclusion happening within this area and it had to be addressed. And what happened was, when we decided that those 4 local communities would work better collectively, created a company called Community Links, which gave us an absolute voice on the community that was respected by the local authority, who seen us as a true partner in tackling social regeneration, social inclusion.
Community Links are currently carrying out a consultation for the David Livingstone Centre in Blantyre, and with the help of our valued volunteers, we're currently doing door-to-door surveys. The whole purpose of the exercise is to find out the local people's perceptions of the park, how often they use the park, what they use it for, and also to ask them, about different types of improvements and what the park can be used for in the future.
The decisions that we can make can be influenced by the community are absolute situations about parks, community halls, lets, groups and events with schools, that we get the opportunity to sit at the table and put an input to what we think from the community perspective what that should be.
I've been working with the centre for about 6 years. Originally I started as a learner in a personal development course, and from there I did a bit of volunteering and eventually applied for the post as admin worker. They decided to take a whole load of people from the community, gave them the opportunity to go to Glasgow University to do a degree in community development. So my job now is basically the overall development of the centre. The types of group we work with range in people and interests. We work with a lot of young people. We've been particularly successful with young people from kind of preschool all the way up, and as the project ages and they grow, we're keeping that engagement going and they're getting involved in the actual running of the centre now. For communities to influence the things that affect them, I think they need some support in identifying the issues that affect them and then finding out which structures exist in order to be able to influence that.
Just in communicating verbally, chairing meetings, knowledge of how systems work, how to address yourself with members, etc. They're the situations that everybody, there's so much learning. It's a kind of giver's gain, and I could never ever pay back what I've learned and been educated through my community volunteer work. Communities are like any business. If you treat it as a business, I say we're the partners, we're the biggest partners in the partners. There's more community members than there is any other members. And you do need support, you need financial support, but you don't need just finance support, you need education. And it's so important that you don't, like any business, like anywhere, see if you do not get yourselves support, you will not be able to move forward.
I suppose that's its strength, isn't it? It's a community that's sure of itself, that can rely on each other and challenge, and not just not accept just what they're given or what they're told, but can question and try and improve it for themselves. It's about accessing services, but also not relying on those services to fix things for you. It's about relying on each other, using your wit, using your creativity, working together, sharing skills. That leads to a resilient community, I think.